You're just thinking about your insurance policy and you're not quite sure what your coverages are. My name is James with the Resurgence Group. We're a full-service insurance agency and we specialize in car insurance. The first thing I'm going to suggest is that you get with your agent and you have them address your policy limits and your coverages. Because the last thing you want to have is an accident and then not be properly insured. Many times people look at just premium, and the lower the premium, the lower the limits, and sometimes you think that's okay, but you really want to make sure that you're properly insured for the type of risk that you have. Again, if you got with your agent and they went over different things as far as the policy limits, especially comp and collision, comprehensive is when you have something that falls on your vehicle like a tree. That's going to kick in, and it's going to be your deductible. If you meet your deductible of, like, say, $250, then after that, the carrier is going to pay. The same with the collision. If you're in a car accident and you have a deductible of $250, then after that, your entire car, as far as that being fixed, is going to be covered by the carrier. So again, what we would suggest is get with your agent and go over these different coverages and make sure that you're properly insured in the event that you do have a loss. My name is James with the Resurgence Group. We specialize in auto insurance, and I'm sure you're going to find an agent in your area who could do the same and help you when it comes to figuring out the best insurance for the best premium. You're thinking about buying car insurance, and you're specifically looking at the liability that you would want to carry for that policy. My name is James with the Resurgence Group. We're a full-service insurance agency, and we specialize in auto insurance. So when you're thinking about a policy and the different types of limits, we strongly suggest that you speak with an agent or someone in customer service so that they can go over the different types of limits and the different types of coverages and deductibles. Liability is specifically for the auto and the property damage associated with that auto. So you have comp and collision. Comp is in the event that you're not in an accident, but an accident happens, such as a tree falls or something that damages your vehicle other than a collision. Your coverage is going to be based on how much of a deductible you have. So if you go with a low limit, say $250, you're only responsible for that, and then the car insurance carrier would actually pay for any difference that it would cost to repair that vehicle. When it comes to a collision, it's the same way. You've got your deductible, and then after that, your policy is going to kick in, and the auto company is going to have to pay for whatever it's going to take to get that car up to running again. My name is James. I'm an agent. I strongly suggest that you speak with agents so that you can get a better understanding of the different types of policies that are out there, as well as the different types of limits and coverages and deductibles. You were just looking at your policy for car insurance, and you're not quite sure what all these different limits and coverages mean. My name is James with the Resurgence Group. We're a full-service insurance agency. We specialize in car insurance. The first thing that I'm going to suggest is that you call your agent or maybe walk into their office and have them explain the different types of coverages and limits so that in the event of a car accident, you understand exactly what you're covered for. The one thing that's very important is that these days some people are running around without car insurance. Well, there's a limit in there called uninsured motorist, and it means exactly that. In the event that the person that you have an accident with is uninsured, your own policy is going to pay for your coverage in the event that you are hurt. So it's very important to carry that uninsured motorist, and there are different types of limits. Could be 10, 20, could be up to $1 million. And there's a cost associated with that. So you might want to think about how much premium you're willing to spend for that type of coverage. So again, what I would suggest is get with your agent. They could give you a rate sheet as to how much more premium it's going to cost for uninsured motorists, but it's a well worth line item to have. And especially if you don't have it, you might want to think about getting it. I'm James with the Resurgence Group. We have many clients that come into our office, and we sit down and we discuss exactly what we're doing, and we figure out the best insurance for the best premium, and they're a happy client. You're thinking about shopping for car insurance, and one of the things that you're thinking about is how do they figure out those premiums? My name is James. I'm with the Resurgence Group, and we're a full-service insurance agency, and we specialize in auto insurance. One way that a carrier will figure out a premium is based on prior history, especially if you've got tickets or accidents. So be careful if you've currently got tickets or accidents as far as shopping for new auto insurance. Sometimes with your existing carrier, they don't do a record check that often, so you'll actually get a discount for not having an accident even though you have one because they just haven't caught up yet. But when you try to go out for new car insurance, they're going to do what's called a MVR, a motor vehicle report, and then it's going to show up in your MVR, and it's going to show that you had a ticket or an accident so many years prior, and then they'll factor that in when it comes to figuring out the premium. So what I would suggest is sit down with your agent and be honest with them. Tell them exactly how long you've had that ticket, and maybe there was an accident 10 years ago which won't even show up. But if it was in the past 3 to 5 years, chances are it's going to affect your premium. So my name is James with the Resurgence Group. We specialize in auto insurance. We try and help people as best we can. The one thing that you want to be is honest with your agent and just sit down with them and explain the tickets, the accidents that you know of. Because like Big Brother, once we run that MVR, it's all going to come out, and then it's going to affect your premium. And sometimes it's best just to stay with the current carrier that you have.